Big Merce, the Philly, inside the studio right now. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we're just trying to get it together here for a minute. Some nice monster treats there for everybody. You know, how can we ease the pain? Yeah.
Definitely want to give everybody a blessed morning, afternoon, and always with a blessed evening, and never leave this building out without giving everybody a blessed and good night. You know what I'm saying? You already know it's all about Pressure Point Radio right now in the building, live and direct. Big Merce, Jeff Temple. Stress Money, pick up yourself. DJ Jack, pick up yourself. Short Mike, pick up yourself. Beautiful program, brother. Always putting in some very, very heavy work. You know what I'm saying? Here on this Sunday evening. Beautiful Sunday, once again, you know what I'm saying, closing out the summer, a couple of weeks out from kids going back to school, so, you know, basically right now, this is a time to unwind and get your last little days of freeness off of the kids, at least, because, you know, the parents are still working and doing everything normally. Labor Day weekend. You know what I'm saying? Just want to say big up to everybody that's on the Labor Day weekend. Big up to everybody who made their way to New York City for the big Labor Day parade down in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? You know, building Labor Day out there up in the park, Caribbean parade. So we're going to be talking a little bit about that. We're going to be getting into a lot of topics today. We're going to be doing some updating. We're going to be discussing some previous topics and stuff like that, and just basically doing what we do over here, awareness.
Absolutely.
Be aware before you are affected people, you know the slogan.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's like Brother Merce said, New York City is the epicenter when it comes down to celebrations and things like that. There's so much going on in the city right now. I mean, tons and tons of entertainers, actors, you name it. It's going on in the city. It's countless amount of parties and get-togethers and things like that. And tomorrow, you know, is all about Eastern Parkway, where a lot of Caribbean and people of all walks of life is going to shut the place down and take it over for a couple of hours over there.
Juve, don't forget Juve going down tonight. Beat K. I mean, Juve ain't like it used to be. You know what I'm saying? So big up to everybody who do Juve. I don't do Juve no more, but I'm definitely aware of the effect that Juve bring the night before Labor Day. You know, we've been talking about the mayor run. We've been talking about the mayors. You know, Giuliani put a stop to a lot of the block. Big up Global Show, by the way. You know what I'm saying? I was down here in the building with Global the other day, and he was asking me about the block party movements and everything in New York, and saying how New York used to be so much love in the streets, block parties, and all of these other things like that. Giuliani put a stop to block parties and gatherings because on the negative side, we get together and we don't conduct ourselves properly. Yeah, I got to put that. We always have to put that out there. So yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Just want to say big up to Global on that, and then on that note, New York. We need to get back to where we was before, you know what I'm saying? And just talking about the whole mayors and everything right now, the race is on. And we need to really apply ourselves to this movement to know who's going to be holding down this state for the next 4 years. You know what I'm saying? That's a very big, important job. And a lot of decisions that's going to be made are going to be made through this person. So we need to step up to the plate and get to the bottom of who's going to be holding down New York City for the next 4 years. So just in contrary to that, not to cut you, brother, because I know I'm saying 100 things. You know, there's always so much to say in so little time, so niggas trying to get everything out. Excuse my French to the people out there, but you know what I mean? I'm only human, so it is what it is. N-bomb. Yeah, I got to do that. I think it's okay for me, right?
Hey, I didn't say it, so.
It's so good. Yeah, definitely. So, you know what I'm saying, not to take anything away from anybody, it's very important that we stay focused on this mayor run. And we get back some of the things that Giuliani stripped of us 12 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, Bloomberg has been running the town. You know what I'm saying? We know he bought one, and he ran the show for 8 years, and then he stole another 4.
Yeah, I've got some interesting things to discuss about that later on in the program. as far as what the candidates, are pushing right now. We've seen a lot of different things that might be we have to deliver for the next 4 years if you live in New York City. But, we're going to talk about those things right now. A lot of things been going on. Morris, before we even get any further, we want to talk about what the word of the week is. Go ahead, so we can launch into this entire thing that we have.
Definitely. Let's get right into it. Labor Day weekend. Word of the week, basically from us to Pressure Point Radio, Party FM, everybody, is awareness. Be aware of, just to know exactly what it is that we pay homage to. A lot of people, a lot of kids per se, a lot of kids that I talk to and stuff like that, they was asking me, what is Labor Day?
I could answer that.
Right, but we're going to get to that. We want the listeners and people that listen to the program to get a full understanding of what Labor Day is. Why do we celebrate Labor Day? Why is it a holiday? You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure a lot of the people from the Caribbean want to know why is it that this parade goes down on Labor Day.
Yeah. And you know something, brothers? You know something, and I just thought about it. We were talking about this yesterday. Labor Day, the reason Labor Day is celebrated, look around you right now, and this is even happening in New York City. Fast food workers are going on strike. And I want to give a shout out to those fast food workers who've had the bravery to walk out and tell those corporate clowns that own McDonald's, Wendy's, etc., that they're not going to put up with being exploited anymore. This is something I believe that was long overdue. And, this, among many things, is something to talk about today. But I think there is a very important symbolism that there are fast food workers on strike right now during Labor Day weekend. And one more thing I want to do before I get off the mic, brothers, and I promised this lady I would do this. She lives here in Colorado Springs. She is a fan of Pressure Point Radio. She is listening to us right now, and the way I'm allowed to refer to her as is our secret sister, spelled Sistah. How are you? Thank you for listening, Colorado Springs, and thank you for listening, New York. Happy Sunday to you.
Bless. Okay, Labor Day, how it came about and what it means. Labor Day, the first Monday in September, is a creation of the labor movement and is dedicated to the social and economic achievements of American workers. It constitutes a yearly national tribute to the contributions of workers have made to the strength and prosperity and well-being of the country. Labor Day legislation now. Through the years, the nation have gave increasing emphasis to Labor Day. The first governmental recognition came through municipal ordinances passed through during 1885 and 1886. From these, a movement developed to secure state legislation. The first state bill was introduced into the New York legislature, but the first to become law was passed by Oregon on February 21st, 1887. During the year, 4 more states, Colorado, Massachusetts, New Jersey, and New York, created the Labor Day holiday by a legislative enactment. By the end of the decade, Connecticut, Nebraska, Pennsylvania, and followed suit. By 1894 now, 23 other states had adopted the holiday in honor of workers. On June 28th of that year, Congress passed an act making the first Monday in September of each year a legal holiday in the District of Columbia and the territories. The founder now of Labor Day has been disputed over 400 years between Peter McGuire and Matthew McGuire in this country. All right. What we have seen here in New York is like people pay more attention to the celebrations that just like Christmas and how Christmas has been fabricated and become a
corporate holiday.
Just a holiday for people just to focus on getting and receiving stuff, and not focusing on what the whole entire thing of Christmas was. So we've seen that the same thing happen with Labor Day here. Not to bash the people that's out here celebrating. No, it's not what this is about. It's also to let's bring to light and educate ourselves to, just like what Murr said, what the people are paying homage to when you're out there twerking.
And yeah, like I said, what the fast food workers are doing right now, these men and women, these brave men and women out there on the picket lines in Detroit and New York City. I believe a couple other cities out west. I haven't had the chance to look at it because I was, of course, delivered a surprise message this morning. As you gentlemen know, as of today, I'm a grandfather. Anyway, getting back to what the fast food workers are doing, they are paying homage to Labor Day because what they are doing is standing up to corporate exploitation. And these fast food workers, okay, and brothers, I want to send my heart out to them because a lot of the times when media talks about working people, okay, for years and years and years, you never heard about what in the hell a fast food worker goes through, okay? And I've seen some negative comments about the strikes saying, well, they're not educated and they really don't do anything and blah, 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 okay? Oh, yes, they do, and they put up with a lot of crap and for very little money. There are managers who will embarrass them in front of customers and coworkers. That's gone on for a long time. They are getting minimum wage, and in a lot of cases, they're not even getting 40 hours, so they can't pay their bills. So they're forced on public assistance, such as food stamps, Medicaid, etc., you name it. And these fast food workers, and I know because I was one a long time ago, do not get the appreciation that they deserve. So I believe, brothers, as Pressure Point Radio, we need to give a shout out to them because they are working people too, just like the rest of us.
Absolutely, and that's what, being that it's Labor Day, is good way to emphasize on that. Because in Australia, people that work in a fast food chain, they get paid $15 an hour. And over here, to pay somebody, a beginner, at $15 an hour, they think that's horrendous. You know what I mean? Black workers back in, you want to go further back, a little bit before the 60s, they would pay $1. The minimum wage was $1.63 an hour, something around that. I mean, which is equivalent to about $11 or $10 in this.
Which doesn't go very far.
Right. You know you can't survive off of that. And so, even if they're unskilled workers, that does not mean you have the right to exploit them.
And you know, there's another thing I'd like to see society as a whole get away from, is referring to fast food workers as unskilled workers. Because I can tell you, I can testify to this, brother. It takes skill to work behind a counter and have somebody screaming in your face, have a customer that doesn't appreciate you, to have a manager that doesn't appreciate you. And you know what, brother? No college degree will give you the skill to be able to put up with that kind of crap. So they have skills, definitely.
Ed, listen, man, I'm not flipping no burgers. Nah, let me stop. I pay homage to these people. They, you know what? I think they do more physical work than a lot of other people that's getting about 3 times they pay. Any one of these fast food chains, the lines are always long, and that means it's consistent work all day. You have to work all day. Either you taking orders or you prepping them. I big up to all of the fast food workers. I honestly believe that these chains of jobs like fast food places, restaurants and stuff like that should only cater to a certain class, or I'm not even going to say a class, a certain genre of people, because let's teach the kids that's in high school how to become a true American, meaning that they slave for half of their day only to make ends.
Amen.
You understand what I'm saying? Because that's what it's all about here in America. Busting your butt to make ends meet at the end of the month, so you can keep your lights on, so you can keep a roof over your head, and you can keep some food in your refrigerator. There's really no jobs out here that's really providing